This time, my distinct pleasure to welcome Jillair Kubish. You, ma'am, are the new president of Colt Manufacturing, and that's exciting.
That's correct. No, I'm really excited about the opportunity and to be in this new role, so it's fantastic.
But you're not new to this industry. You've been around the gun world for a while.
I have. Gosh, almost 25 years now, so I've spent a lot of time understanding operations in everybody's businesses. I've actually my current competitors are at one point my clients as a consultant. So, and I've been at Colt for 10 years. So I've been doing this quite a long time.
And it is an exciting future right now for one of the oldest brands in the firearms industry.
Yes.
Just hearing a few things that we can't talk about yet. It's exciting.
There's a lot of change at Colt, and we're heading in the right direction. A lot of focus on new products, a lot of focus on operational excellence. Yeah, we've got a new day ahead of us. We're excited.
That is fun to know about. And audience, you'll get to know about it in due time because, as you know, Colt and Shooting USA have a long-standing relationship. Separate from that, we have joined here together to talk about a few things related to the NRA's America's Rifle Challenge. And it is a shooting sport designed for the new competitor. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 15 million people went out and bought sporting rifles over the last several years. Some number in the neighborhood of 30 million are in hands of consumers at this point. And maybe 30,000 people shoot USPSA or any kind of an organized, practical shooting sport. The NRA wants to change that with America's Rifle Challenge. And Colt just so happens to have SKUs in the catalog that fit right in the form of the enhanced patrol rifle. It's an exciting time.
It's very exciting, yeah, and obviously, like, Colt very much supports all shooting sports, and it's really important, again, as we make sure that the younger generation continues in this sport. So Colt is always looking for the right product to put out to support it. We love to try and come with the best product that right out of the box performs well and shoots well at these competitions, so we're really excited for what the NRA is doing on the shooting sports.
And I think the NRA has specifically positioned this to help support the industry, because the guy who has, or girl, who has already gone out and bought a rifle is hopefully going to come to an ARC event, and they're going to see that their rifle works well, but there are other rifles out there that might work better, and that then drives an informed consumer. That lifts up the industry, and the industry in turn can support the NRA.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And there's a lot of competition out there, right? So we're constantly looking for the evolution of the performance features that we offer, right? And so as an industry, we're all kind of raising the caliber of product across the board. And these shoots kind of help us to get that feedback and to understand where do we go as we're kind of evolving our design. So it's great.
Right. And a lot of that design and innovation comes straight out of the shooting sports. And that in turn also drives training. That in turn also drives doctrine and training that our military and our law enforcement incorporate as well. So
absolutely.
A lot of good news in the shooting sports.
Absolutely.
And it's frankly one of the things that my career has surrounded us with, thankfully, bringing the news of the shooting sports. How important is it right now for the industry to be supporting the NRA?
It's important. I mean, again, we want this industry to be around a long time, right? We want all of these companies, you know, even though we're competitors, we really are all in this together. And it's just really important that we're finding the right ways to reach varying demographics, varying age levels. So, you know, agencies like the NRA really help us to do that. And it's important. You know, we've got to define what that future looks like. We've got to take the initiative to make sure, again, that the industry is healthy and survives for a really long time.
Right. Within the stable of pro shooters, Team Colt, we've got some world champions. I mean, we've got Mark Rettel, who excels in IDPA competition. We've got Jay Lease Williams, who joined me earlier for a VideoCast, world and national champion, also instructor. And then we've got Wyatt Gibson, who is a multi-gun champion and a fantastic ambassador. I think this shooting sport format really lends itself to his skill set, and I look forward to working with Wyatt to potentially generate some tips related to America's Rifle Challenge.
Yeah, we're so proud to have them on the team. I mean, their skill, their talent, right? It's just incredible. So we're really proud of them.
How important is the team to the brand?
It's important. Again, they represent us. They're a reflection of us. And we are also, again, getting that feedback and wanting to make sure that our products, as we design them for the future, have their feedback in mind. And so it's a great relationship. We love to support them. Again, it's an incredible amount of skill and talent that goes into that. And they are practicing constantly, right? They're learning our guns better than a lot of us. So it's really important that we continue with them.
There was a day and age when you would say it's a lot like NASCAR. You win on Sunday, you win at the Nationals, and those guns sell on Monday.
Yeah.
And I think that still applies.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I think is very exciting, especially when you look at Colt in the catalog now, you've got the snake guns, you've got those legacy aspirational purchases, and you've got the classic 1911 design, and now optics ready 1911. So we've really embraced the future and what the consumer wants in the form of the red dot.
And we're just beginning, right?
Oh, yeah.
If I look at what I've really been focused on is the products for the next 5 years, and not just new SKUs or the evolution or line extensions, right? But actual new products.
Right.
So it's really interesting. We're doing some really exciting things with the U.S. Army on the rifle side again.
Sure.
So there's just a lot that's going to even, I think, make the experience better moving forward for shooting sports.
Wonderful. As you've stepped into this role, is there pressure? Is there expectation? How do you feel in this moment?
Incredibly honored, to be honest. I mean, that's it. I believe so much in this brand, right? I bleed blue. I'm a big fan. I've always been a big fan. And so, to me, it's an incredible opportunity. The pressure is so much how do I make the consumers happy, right? It's not how am I doing at my job? It's how do I, make sure that Colt has a really long future ahead of it? How do I make sure that the team feels supported at Colt? I mean, as awesome as our product is, our people are incredible too, right? And so I owe them a great place to work and innovative designs to move us forward in a bright future. So I enjoy the challenge, right? Colt has kind of been a bit of a sleeping giant. I look forward to waking us up and getting us moving in the right direction. So I wouldn't say pressure. I think it's exciting. It's really exciting.
Yeah, and that's energy. And that's, I think, going to be reflected not only by the team, but also by the way the product is accepted going forward. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well said. Excellent. Well, there's another aspect to the shooting sport that some people really hone in on and some people really don't, but there's a level of physical fitness that is inherently beneficial in all aspects of life, the shooting sports included. And we were chatting, and it turns out you're into high rocks competition.
I am. Yes. So I've always been really active. I've always been an athlete.
Sure.
I played soccer. Basketball was my sport. Running. But I got into high rocks just a little bit ago, and it's a lot of fun. It's fun to train for. I've done competitions in New York. I'm actually getting ready to do the World Championship in Stockholm, Sweden in June. But no, that energy and that being physical, I think is just it's an important part of life. I really like it.
There is a parallel between organized sport of fitness and organized shooting competitions.
Yeah, sure.
So there's a community around high rocks, just like there was a community around CrossFit and the other organized group fitness sort of competition-based things. And that parallel, I think, definitely exists. And I feel like you see that as well.
I do, absolutely. I mean, there's very much a connection. It's important, again, that these things can be physical activities, right? I mean, and think of a soldier, right, who's using his rifle in a way, or and again, professional shooters are great examples of constant movement and agility and speed, and so there's some definite connections there.
And I think you'll agree that you don't have to be the best the first day you show up for a High Rocks event. You don't have to be the best for the first day you show up to an America's Rifle Challenge competition.
That's right.
Start where you are.
Yes.
It will meet you where you are, and the people will accept you.
Absolutely, and keep practicing, right? I mean, it's and oh, by the way, it's fun too, right? So you'll continue to improve, and you got to just keep trying. Yeah.
Excellent. That's everything I got.
Okay.
Thank you, Jillair. That was easy.
Thanks.
Good job.